See, these will be good outtakes.
Okay, you can start whenever.
I did that too. Hi, my name is Bob Nell. I'm a 43-year fireman paramedic that wants to bring to you some safety tips from the racing industry. These tips are brought to you whether you are working on a dirt track, a quarter-mile track, a Formula One track, Indy, or a NASCAR. Safety is safety, and it's all a culture. The culture that I'm referring to is knowing what you as a driver and a participant at the racetrack needs to have in the back of your mind at all times. It starts with the driver himself. He needs to be mentally prepared, physically sound, and ready to go. Some of the examples of that would be to make sure that all the bolts are tight in his seat. Some of the things that people tend to overlook: his racing harness, the racing seat itself, his personal protective equipment, including his helmet, his flashover hood, his gloves, his long sleeve shirt, fire retardant material, and right on down to the point of, is his car ready to go whenever it gets on the track? Some of the things that I want to bring out are knowing a track in and of itself. Whenever you get to a track and you unload your vehicle, or maybe even before you unload your vehicle, take a turn around the track and develop an idea of what that track has to present to you as a safety. Are there fire extinguishers visible wherever you go? Does there appear to be track safety personnel on site? Are these personnel, are they trained? Are they just people out wearing all matching shirts or whatever, working at the track? Some of the questions that you probably should present to who or whomever is, what kind of EMS response do you have at the track? What kind of fire suppression do you have? Is there a team that is designed for specific rescues on the track, such as utilizing hydraulic tools commonly referred to as the jaws of life on the track? These are all things that you can ask. Doesn't cost anything extra to be a little extra safe. As you're viewing at the track, is the track surface? Does it look like it's free of debris? Does it look like they have equipment that would maintain the track free of debris? Does the track appear to have uneven surfaces, unusual wear in specific locations? All of these are things that should go through your mind when you're preparing yourself and your vehicle to be on a track in regards to safety. Is there plenty of runoff space? Are they using guardrails made of steel down both sides of the track? Are there tire walls? Are there safety soft barriers? All of these things are very important to the safety of the driver himself. You've invested time, money, and your family's time and money in coming to the track. It takes just a little extra to be prepared. That's where we want to capitalize on this. The safety team should have somebody that is medically trained, several different levels of medically trained personnel that you can find at different racetracks. An example would be the difference in an EMT and a paramedic. An EMT's got 250, 300 hours of practical time and classroom time, whereas your paramedic has between 2,000 and 4,000 hours of practical time working. Are they working the streets on a regular basis, or are these paramedics and EMTs, are they actually assigned to the track and understand how race cars are put together and ultimately how they can take them apart to take care of you? So when it comes to basic runoff areas, again, I mentioned whether they have steel guardrails down the track or around the track, around the corners. Do they have tire barriers? Do they have soft walls? Do they have people that are actually assigned? And are they in communication with both you, the driver, and the rest of the safety team? All of these things are very, very important. Some of the things that come to mind on a regular basis when it comes to fire suppression. Take a look at the fire extinguishers, as I mentioned earlier. Are they around the track? Are they highly visible? These people, are they trained in how to appropriately extinguish a fire? To get that answer, you have to ask that question. Again, you've invested your time, your money, your family's time, your family's money, and you being at the track. The last thing that you want to have happen is something that's going to take away from all of that work, all of that time, and all of that money. So don't be afraid to ask questions. If they have an ambulance on site, you should probably talk to those personnel. Those personnel will be able to tell you how much track experience they have, how many times they've been at a track, how many times they've been at that particular track. They should be able to tell you where the closest trauma center is, how long it would take a response to get you from a major incident at the track to a trauma center. Do they use air evacuation specialist teams such as helicopters, or do they have another way of getting you from the incident to the trauma center? They should know all of these things. That should all have been prepared before they ever even opened the gates that morning. And if they have done that, they're not going to be offended by you asking those types of questions. So with this brief moment of safety training or safety awareness or developing your own safety culture, I would like to think that the moments that you have taken to view this video are going to enhance your ability to be a safe driver. Use the pedal on the right. Thank you.
You look good, honey.
It's not. That was a really good shot, though.